Alright, what's up everyone? Back at it again for another video review. This time we're going to be sticking with the Cinnamon Swirl. We're going to be reviewing the Core Performance Series, Cellucor Whey Protein. Like I said, we're going to be doing Cinnamon Swirl today. There are other two of my favorite flavors off their new line, Cookies and Cream and the Peanut Butter Marshmallow. They also offer the Whipped Vanilla, Molten Chocolate, and the also Strawberry, which is coming out very shortly. But like I said, these three are my favorite. If I were to rank them, I would probably say Cookies and Cream, Peanut Butter Marshmallow 1 and 2, and then Cinnamon Swirl 3. Me being a big cookie guy, peanut butter guy, so it kind of goes hand in hand. If you had read the feedback on multiple forums out there, Core Performance Whey is getting a lot of positive reviews. It's already a top 50 product at the bodybuilding.com store. So to everyone who has supported the Cellucor team and the company, big thank you. But let's get to the recipe today. Today we're going to be making something very, very simple. Doesn't require a lot of steps. You know, some people see my recipes and they think it's too complex. Listen, I'll keep it simple on you on this one. First of all, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to be making Cinnamon Swirl baked potatoes. I mean, not potatoes. Wow, I've lost it. See, I just worked out and see what happens. Cinnamon Swirl baked apples. And what I've already done is I have already cut my apples and cored them out. So you can see they're kind of starting to rot a little bit in there. That's because they've been sitting for a little bit. I tried to program everything out so everything goes smooth, and this would be an easy process. So we cored out our apples. So you're going to cut those off, core them out, use a core, whatever you got to do. What we're going to stuff them with is one of my recipes you see all the time over and over again. It's called Protien Pudding or Protein Sludge. And I have all the ingredients out that I'm going to use for today, so that way it's very, very simple for you guys. I already have in a bowl, right here, 100 grams of Greek yogurt. Probably around, it's about a fourth of a cup. A half of a cup is, no, sorry. About 4 ounces, sorry. So, yeah, about half of a cup. 100 grams. What I also put in there is just a touch, 1 tablespoon of fat-free cream cheese. The cream cheese helps kind of blend everything together and thicken the protein pudding, so that way when we bake it, it's a thicker consistency, and then this way it won't kind of gooze over. Other things you can add, almond butter, cookie butter from Trader Joe's. This is absolutely fantastic if you guys have never heard of this. It's deliciously spread reminiscent of gingerbread and crushed biscuits. Tastes like gingerbread cookies, snickerdoodle cookies. What else am I going to do to add some flavor in here? Another one of my big components is sugar-free, fat-free Jello pudding mix. I like the vanilla or cheesecake flavor, but because I really want to taste the flavor of the cinnamon swirl, I'm going to keep it to vanilla today. So I have my 100 grams and 1 tablespoon of cream cheese. So I'm just going to add 1 serving, which is 8 grams. So I'm just going to kind of sprinkle that in there for my protein pudding. There we go. What else am I going to put in there? I'm just going to put a little dash of cinnamon just to give it a little bit of a flavoring. And I'm also going to put some Splenda in there. I have a little 3-gram scooper that I like to use. So I just take a little scoop and give it a little extra taste and kind of enhance the flavoring there. So that's what we got. And last but not least, the favorite, the cinnamon swirl. And I'm going to do about a scoop and a half today. So about 45 grams. So I'm going to take this, put it in here. And when this comes out, it's going to be a pretty thick consistency. So it looks like this bowl's kind of topping off now, but it's not really. So let's put that there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix this up. And we might as well throw in some almond butter too. Why not? This will help thicken it up as well. A lot of baked apple recipes you see include honey. You can use that as well. I just don't feel like using it today. I'm kind of lazy. So, if you give me a minute here, just going to stir this up. And be careful when you stir if you use a smaller bowl like I am. It might go over the edge a little bit, which I'm kind of afraid of right now. But like I said, the new Cellucor Whey, getting a lot of positive reviews. Overall, most of the people that have tried it have loved it. People rave that the cinnamon swirl tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and if you've had it and you want to compare it, that's pretty much what everyone is saying. And wow, this is coming out pretty dang thick. I'm trying to zoom in for you here. You can see what the added sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix can do on top of little amounts of liquid and a large amount of dry. The cream cheese helps bind everything together, and as you can see, it's coming together. I don't know how well you can see that on camera there, but you can get a pretty good picture of how thick it truly is as it goops down there. And honestly, to finish the rest of the recipe, it's not very hard. You know, we have our cored out apples, so we'll take the tops off. You're simply just going to fill the apples with the cinnamon swirl filling here, like so. And if you wanted to get creative, you could put bananas, you could put dried fruit, whatever you want. Like I said, my recipes are very versatile, so I mean, you don't got to stick to them to a T, but I mean, if you want to make some adjustments, by all means. So I'm really going to level these off. These are going in the oven, so there's one there. Try to scoop the rest in here. And if you've never made protein pudding like I am doing here, and you may see it often, this is probably one of my favorite things because a lot of the things I bake, I can top it with. So if I just want a real basic protein pudding, you can mix it with like your favorite cereals, crushed rice cakes, put it on rice cakes, diced fruit, anything along those lines. So I mean, it makes a great base for a ton of things. That's why I think it's absolutely awesome. So I'm just going to put the rest of this on here. And like I said, we have our oven preheated to 350. And what we're going to do is we're actually just going to put them in there for about, 15 to 20 minutes. And I have a sheet here, aluminum foil on it. If you want, you can also wrap your apples in aluminum foil to hold all the moisture in as it bakes. They will kind of soften up, but it will help caramelize the final apple. I'm just going to do it without. And, yeah. And I'm just going to actually put a little bit more cinnamon on top of here because, why not? We're making cinnamon swirl apples, right? So, got the whole thing going in there. Place our tops on here like so. Put them on the sheet. I don't want these to get too soggy, but, I mean, if you want to caramelize them and cook them shorter, you can, and wrap them in foil. But all you're really going to do, place it in the oven for 15 minutes, and I'm going to turn off my camera and pull it back out in a little bit here and show you what the final product looks like. I pulled these out after 15 minutes, and as you can see, they're not real, they're a little bit squishy now because of how I put it in. If you pop the top a little bit there, you can see it's a little runny in there, but it's, it's not real as thick as it used to be because you just did heat it. But overall, these are pretty nice. What you can do if you want is you can slice them right in half, or, you can cut them into little chunks or little, I don't know what you want to do with them, but you can put honey, you can put anything else on top of them. You can use Walden Farms syrups. I think I have a couple in here. I don't really use them often. If you want to put some Walden chocolate syrup on there, or the pancake syrup, just to kind of give it a little bit more flavoring, you can. But it's already going to be packed as far as flavoring goes. But overall, I just wanted to say that, if you do track your calories, this is going to be, it can be a very low fat if you don't want to use almond butter. But I used 2 apples, and they came out to 400 grams of apple. And with all the Splenda and the trace calories and carbs from the sugar-free, fat-free pudding, it comes out to 11 grams of fat, 42 grams of protein, and 80 grams of carbs for both of the stuffed apples from everything that you saw in my video and what I labeled. And once again, I'll say it again, we preheated the oven to 350. We cut the apples off top, cored the middle. We made our protein pudding with 100 grams of Greek yogurt, 45 grams of whey, a little bit of cinnamon, Splenda, 8 grams of sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix, tablespoon of cream cheese, and a tablespoon of almond butter. And like I said, if you want to leave some of those things out and track it, you can definitely adjust your calories and macros. You can only do 1 apple, and cut the recipe in half. But let's see there, it's about 400 and then 10 grams of carbs. It's gonna be around 500 calories. So this could be a nice little pre-workout snack if that's what you want to call it, or a nice pre-bed meal, kind of a little treat. But overall, still messing around with the Cellucor Whey, and my protein review on the bodybuilding.com's forums. It's almost about 9 pages long. But if you haven't given it a shot, definitely give it a look. It's getting a lot of positive reviews. So I just wanted to say, just another recipe. If you guys want to try it out, real simple, doesn't take much. But give it a shot, see what you think.